Welcome aboard with us on the Lim Kopi Airlines, where the next stop is anywhere you want it to be. That's right, with a lot of countries now opening up, you better get your dates down and those air tickets booking, because it's only first come first serve. Hello everybody, welcome back to episode of the Lim Kopi podcast. I'm your host, Kok Hao. I'm so glad that we are back here once again after quite some time since the last episode, because right now we are shooting for the very last episode for season 2. It's been, I think about 11 episodes of the season 2 already, so we are going to transition into season 3 very very soon. In case if you are confused, this episode is actually shot after my 2 episodes that I've done in KL, so stay tuned for that because I think you really like those 2 episodes. Before I get down too much today's episode topic itself, maybe I just want to introduce today's guest. This handsome guy here, do you want to introduce yourself? Who you, what you do?
Hello, my name is Samuel, and I'm actually currently working as a multimedia designer. Yeah, so my hobby is taking photos. So I usually have an Instagram account. So normally I take photos of the streets in Singapore. And then last time, before the COVID season, I used to travel with my family. And then most of the time is I take photos. So basically, when people go overseas, they always eye on the food and the places. But then for me, right, is I try to eye for the streets.
But speaking of food, right, you do a bit of food photography as well, right?
Yes, I do food photography. I do food photography. Actually, my job is one of it lah. One of the scope is that.
Sure.
So actually, I started when I was working as an assistant, photographer assistant, and then I start to slowly learn from him.
Mustn't be easy then.
Okay lah. I mean, I think that is something that I managed to pick up. Because his style is very artistic. Yeah, and then from there I went to look through like Behance, Pinterest.
That's where you get for inspiration from lah.
Yes, correct. And then there was I think after army there was a period before I go to university. I actually went to buy some food like sushi. And then,
I saw your photos. It looks good.
Oh, thank you. Then after that, I also went to look for some flashlight. Yeah, I think it's the speed light. I used the speed light first. Correct. Yeah, correct. And then I just test out at home. And then I also went to test some composition and stuff. Yeah, and I also actually painted my own backdrops. Like those,
seriously?
Yeah, those rustic backdrops. Yeah.
You painted them?
Yeah lah, but use the sponge and just dab.
Wow.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, now I have to go and observe your photos properly.
No.
Okay. Before we drown people in all this technical talk, because it's quite a bit of technical stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's just dive into our favorite segment in the show, which is our Lim Kopi segment. Sorry, not Lim Kopi, Kopi Talk segment. I got confused by my own segments now. Okay, so it's our Kopi Talk segment where we will introduce our favorite drinks. And we'll talk a bit about why we love our drinks lah. For myself, I have my yogurt drink, Marigold. If you are listening to this podcast, we love a sponsor here. But at the same time, I do enjoy like my yogurt drinks. Recently I've been getting back on exercising. I think it's important to really get your antibiotics, all your vitamins and all your probiotics or whatever. So just get all these things down, and it does help with a bit of your workout routine as well lah. So my favorite flavor is strawberry, and it's just one of my favorite flavors lah. I mean, there are other flavors. There's mango as well. There's blueberry, but I think strawberry just speaks more to me lah. How about yourself?
Okay, so my favorite drink is Kopi Peng.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it's the only drink that keeps me going. I mean, keeps me going as in like help me to. It's like a battery for me for every day, because I really need coffee to do my work. And actually, I really love the taste of the Nanyang Kopi. Yeah, because it's actually my favorite. And then actually when I was in overseas, right, the only thing I miss in Singapore is actually this coffee.
Of course. So how is the coffee different from overseas to Singapore?
Okay, like this one is more like an emotional thing lah. It's
Emotional thing,
it's like a
okay.
local flavor.
So if it's
A
not
home
made in
taste.
Singapore, it's just
Yeah,
no
correct.
go, no
Yeah,
go.
no go. But it's still nice lah. But then you still miss the local taste lah. Yeah.
Okay,
correct.
so I mean I understand lah because
Mm.
it has this very home feeling
Yes,
kind of a texture and the
Yeah.
taste itself.
Correct.
So if you just drink your regular brewed coffee from a coffee chain or whatever overseas especially, it may not be the same kind of flavor for you lah.
Yes, correct. Yeah, this is the only thing. And then sometimes it also depends, like which coffee shop serve the best kopi peng.
I mean later you
Yeah.
can drink this and you see whether it works for
Yeah,
me.
I hope it's good.
So if it's good, then I'll probably buy from the same coffee shop again.
But yeah, but also it might depends on the person lah. Sometimes we will tend to look for the person that prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think okay lah. But the idea is that you just like kopi peng.
Yes. But actually, honestly, I have a favorite one, which is near my office. Yeah, I like their taste. I don't know why they just have this unique taste of this kopi peng.
Is it because you drink that often?
No, because I always drink from my house coffee shop. I drink from Toast Box and Ya Kun. Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, please, I also want to say that. Yeah, and then after that, I think my office downstairs, the coffee shop, right, is I just love it. I don't know why. It's like it tastes so great.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It tastes better, but so you just like the one that is nearby to your office lah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so bring me there one day. We
sure.
when drink
Can.
that coffee lah. So let's just do a simple toast and we can start our today's
Okay,
topic of the day
sure.
lah. So I haven't opened this by the way.
okay.
So it is fresh one.
Can.
So it's to the brim itself.
Okay.
Okay, let's cheers.
Okay. Thank you for the coffee, man.
No problem. Okay, so we are here for today for a special topic itself. I think you already mentioned during our Kopi Talk segment that you used to travel overseas and you find that the coffee outside there it's very different to Singapore's one lah. But I think that itself it's an experience in itself. But today's topic is more about the traveling overseas experiences itself. And based on recent news, it suggests that we can start to go overseas already. So I'm sure that a lot of our friends are now going overseas, enjoying themselves, posting on Instagram stories, and make us jealous that they are now overseas. So now that all this traveling overseas thing is a thing that we can consider as a holiday instead of doing staycations. So now we can just talk briefly about our memories lah, and then like what can we look forward to in itself. So maybe my first question to you is that what is your most earliest memory of traveling overseas?
Okay, I think the first one I think it was Hong Kong when I was in the exchange program. I think it was secondary school.
Oh, secondary school.
Yeah, correct. And then so basically the school collaborated with another school from Hong Kong. Then we actually stay in each other's house. So basically I have a buddy. He actually came over and stayed in my house. Then after that I went over.
Oh, so stay at your house in Singapore.
Yes, correct.
And you stay at their place in Hong Kong.
Yeah, correct.
Wow, so cool eh.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me more. What's happening there?
Yeah, basically, it's actually a program to
Okay.
actually exchange culture and stuff. Okay, so when we was in Singapore the school actually organized some events for us to walk around. We went to I think Sentosa. Yeah, I went to Sentosa and then is it Sentosa? Wait, cannot be Sentosa. Wow, my memory very bad already.
No, it's okay. It's been a while anyway.
Yeah, it's very long, man. I think we went to the Merlion side. The
Merlion?
one near Marina Bay.
Oh,
side.
okay, the Merlion Park lah.
Merlion Park, correct.
Yeah, but there's
I
also
think
the
so.
Merlion and the Sentosa, but now it's already
Yeah, now it's
demolished already lah.
not there already.
Yeah,
Correct.
but I mean it's been a while, so I'm not gonna blame you for not
Yeah,
remembering.
correct.
But so that was your earliest memory of
but
it
I
lah.
think I haven't come to the Hong Kong part yet.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So,
so-
please.
Yeah, so basically his parents were very nice. They were very nice to me. They treat me like they treat me very good lah.
Second son lah.
Yeah, like second son like that lah. Yeah, correct. Okay, so basically the school actually the school from Hong Kong they brought us to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that we went to this space ride. I forget what's the proper name already.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, so basically it's a roller coaster in the dark. And then we keep going over and over and over again. Just for one purpose. is to go and see ourselves. Because they have station 1 camera at the roller
Okay,
coaster there.
okay, yeah.
So we go there and see our expression.
You know, sick of
Yeah,
it.
but it's very funny. Then some of them they went over and over again. Right? Then they pretend they pretend to pose. Then one of them actually pretend to be on the phone. And then one of them try to smile at the camera. Then they give a very big smile.
Oh,
they try to do
yeah.
funny thing. And then I think there was one is like he blow his nose or something. It's purposely one.
Okay lah, but kids being kids lor.
Yeah.
But wow, the opportunity to go to Disneyland, wow, it's just awesome, man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember also. I went to Hong Kong before.
Okay.
But I really vaguely remember about Disneyland already, lah, to be honest.
Okay.
But I think it's pretty fun lah.
But what do you do there? Do you remember?
But I can't go on roller coasters because I was very small.
Okay.
I think I was like primary school small.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
they don't allow you lah, obviously.
Yeah.
The
Safety.
roller coasters for safety reasons
see.
and height reasons as well
I
lah.
see, okay.
So you go to your typical rides like carousels.
Mm.
I don't know what's there lah roughly. So the small junior roller coasters here and there, teacup rides, that kind of stuff lah. But I think that's the most I can remember from Hong Kong Disneyland. I remember there was a cable car ride also.
Oh, Hong Kong 360 is it?
Something around those. But I can't
Something
remember.
like that.
So
Yeah,
I
think
probably
I
have to
went-
put an editor's note there lah.
Yeah, I went before.
You went before?
It's the floor is transparent, right?
Yeah, the floor is
Yeah.
transparent. So as a kid, right, you're just like so traumatized by
Yeah.
the height of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went during my exchange program also.
Oh yeah, during the same
Yeah,
executive,
well,
right?
it was at first it was scary lah, but then after that I'm like just sit down and just relax lah. It's nothing it's nothing. Yeah.
But but then the view is just awesome lah, because you're just seeing trees and trees.
yes, correct.
It's really very
Yeah.
different to what we're used to
Yes,
seeing in
correct.
Singapore lah.
Yeah.
So that's your fondest
Yeah,
memory lah.
correct.
Remembering for.
Actually, I also went Hong Kong with my family before.
Okay.
Yeah, but that time we went during the summer period.
So got difference lah.
It was the worst experience. Because I'm not a person that love hot. And then it's the hot, okay, it's not really hot, it's humid.
Okay.
You really feel the heat coming towards you. I think it's around 35 degrees. I think it's even more humid than Singapore. And then it was so hot, right? When the sun shine on me, right? It's really very terrible. And then you know what I do? Actually I still got a photo. I just use my jacket to cover myself.
Why would
To
you
cover-
do that in
because
such a weather?
I don't like the sun. The sun is really hitting on me.
Yeah,
So-
but you do that, it's gonna be more hot.
yeah, it's got more hot, lah, but then it actually helps me. And then it was very bad. And then that's why I suggested to my family, hey, can we just go to some air conditioned place? And we don't tour outside. I really cannot take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for me, right, some of my earliest memories was going to Malaysia. I mean,
Okay.
every Singaporean confirm will go
Yeah,
Malaysia somehow.
correct. Yes, compliment.
And because I live very near to JB, so I can go to like JB pretty often as well. So usually my weekend during primary school days, right, just be like, oh, on Friday night we will go to JB, come back on Sunday night or something. So it's like about 2 days there or something lah. I mean, as a kid, you either love it or you hate it, because it's like, why am I separated from my friends and here and there? But now that we are so travel deprived, right? Any form of traveling just feels like it just feels awesome lah. But back then it's just like it just feels like a chore, because I was mostly there to see my family.
Okay.
In terms of my extended family lah. But if you're asking me what's my first traveling overseas without my family, that will be probably the secondary school trips lah. I went to 3 different ones.
Okay.
Two during my secondary school, one during my poly. But I'll talk about the most earliest one lah. The most earliest one is I went to Taiwan.
Okay.
So that was my first ever trip alone without anybody that within my family lah. So it's usually with all your secondary school friends here and there. So during Taiwan, right, I think one of the biggest fondest memories that I had was that I get the chance to try 3 different hotels. So as a kid, right, when you get to try out the hotel, it's really a surreal experience already. Even as an adult right now, right, for the both of us, you still go to a hotel, you'd be like, wow, you got the whole
Yes,
room to
correct.
yourself. But I mean, as a kid, it's amplified even
Yeah,
more.
correct. Yeah.
So having to try out 3 different hotels, right, it's just like, it's a wow experience throughout the entire thing.
Wow. Okay. Then-
Yeah.
So how was it like? How
think
are the facilities? You just go there and just stay, right? You don't really explore the facilities.
we
there.
can't explore too much
Oh
because
yeah.
secondary
It's
school ma.
Oh yeah, correct.
So the teachers and everything will advise you to stay in the hotel room at all times. You cannot go out one. So it's like you're technically in the jail, but you're still overseas.
yeah lah, no choice lah, because they have to take care of you lah.
Yeah, they have to take care of you. So
correct. Your
there's-
well-being very important.
yes, your well-being is very important.
Yeah.
So I can't blame them for that. But what I'm trying to say is that through these 3 hotels, right, there's this one story that is quite interesting lah.
Okay.
So I think on the first day or something, we check into this hotel. Second day or something, we need to go to a farm. So we stay in the inn lah.
Okay.
But when we came back, right, for the same hotel, I think there were some booking issues. They didn't have the rooms enough for the whole entire, like 40
Wow.
plus students
Okay,
of us lah.
okay.
So I think
You're still in the forest.
no, we didn't stay in the forest. The cool thing is that, right, I think selected few people got the chance to try a suite.
Oh my god.
And guess who tried a suite?
You. Wow. What do you do, man?
Okay, so the cool thing was that, right, we had me and my buddy had a suite to ourselves.
okay.
So it was like a living room, and there was a room inside,
Wow.
and there was a separate. I can't remember there was 2 toilets or 1 toilet.
Okay.
I can't remember,
Okay.
but there was 1 toilet. So that was my only chance to try out a suite as a kid lah. So you can imagine like you got your entire room, you got your entire bedroom as well, and the bedroom of course is not your typical 2 single room beds. So I think it's a queen or king size. I can't remember already.
Okay.
So
wow.
then you got a living room as well. There's also a sofa as well.
Wow.
Then there's a big TV screen there.
Wow.
So it's like imagine that you're going to your own house.
This it's like okay. Oh my god. Then wait. So but then the it's wasted lah because it's your secondary school.
Yeah, it's wasted because
Not-
because you can't enjoy
Enjoy
it
it.
as a kid. You
So
just
basically
like
you're going there just to sleep.
yeah.
After you sleep, then you go out already.
Yes, correct.
Oh my god.
But
So
if
sad.
but if I am an adult right now, I would take advantage of
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I had a fond memory of lah.
I
Like
see.
because it's so rare to experience that as a kid, ma. Speaking of traveling, right? So, when you travel overseas, there are different kinds of travelers, lah. So, for example, for myself, like I am the kind of person who likes to plan everything. I think planning is essential, but there's sometimes that we need some buffer days where
Yep.
we should just do whatever we want to do.
Yeah, go with the flow.
Go with the flow, or I want to just stay in the hotel room the entire day. Like for example, like the suite. That suite will come in handy.
Yes, correct.
So how about you? What kind of traveler are you?
What kind of traveler? Okay.
Take photos lah.
Yeah, I take photo. Like I said, lor, I only look out for places lah. But the food wise is actually food. Okay, food is not my main thing.
Okay.
The main thing is whether I can visit this place or not. Yeah, because I always look through Instagram. I see those travelers, those photographers. Like Hong Kong, they have this special residential area. Yeah, I think it's the pink and blue one. Yeah, people always go there and take photo.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Japan also. I went to Osaka, and then there's actually one thing which I didn't know it was so unique. It's actually the Pocky, the advertisement, the marathon. I think it's Pocky.
Okay. We'll find out more about that. Okay.
A lot of things I forget. I don't know why. Okay, basically it's the
Okay.
marathon one.
Okay.
Actually, that one is the unique thing about Osaka. From what I see from what I see. Yeah, and then I didn't take a proper photo of that.
Oh man, that's a
Yeah, it's a waste. So
Wow,
I
it's a
should
waste.
see. I should do my research on all these kind of thing.
no. I mean, sometimes like opportunities like this, it just
Yeah.
comes and go lah.
Yeah, correct.
So if you missed it, means you just missed it.
Yeah,
You need to
very
go back
sad,
again.
yeah, correct.
It's just very very sad.
Yeah,
But instead of, how about in terms of planning wise, like
planning planning. Okay, usually okay, because overseas I honestly speaking I never travel myself.
so you usually travel.
I travel
with,
with my school and my family.
that's
all.
okay.
Yeah, and then the only time I take out my camera was if I'm traveling with them lah.
So you
Yeah.
don't travel like solo.
I haven't done that before.
You should try it.
Yeah, I should try, but now I need to find some time to do it lah.
Yeah lah.
Yeah, correct.
Spend your leave.
Yeah, correct.
You got your leaves for a reason.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so I think planning wise, last time I remember when I was in Japan, we didn't have really a schedule, but we just like on that day, my father will usually he will Google lah. Then we'll find the unique places. Then I will say what I want to go at. Okay, usually I will tell them I want to go to those skyline. those rooftop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that night I was in Japan. I also requested. Then Guangzhou also in China.
Okay.
Yeah, I also basically I just want to take a picture of the landscape, skyline landscape.
Architecture.
Yeah,
lah.
architecture, yeah, correct. And then but every time when I go to a skyline or rooftop, not just in overseas, in Singapore also, it's always raining and very gloomy. So the photos I take is also very gloomy also, like like the mood is very sad like that. It's not very bright and it's not very vibrant.
So do you have some examples?
If you look through my Instagram, I think I post some in Guangzhou.
Guangzhou.
Yeah,
Okay.
Guangzhou. I think actually Guangzhou wasn't very it wasn't very moody, but it feels like okay, it wasn't very grayish kind of feel, but it's you can tell that it's very very moody. And then Japan photos I haven't posted yet. I'm still looking for a better one because I feel that all the photos are all very very gloomy. Not vibrant enough.
But then right, it kind of fits to your whole Instagram motif in some sense, though.
Yeah, I guess last time I was taking gloomy photos but now I think I try another style which is they call it orange and teal.
Yeah lah.
Orange and teal.
Your photos are very orange and teal.
Yeah, orange
correct.
and teal. Yeah, correct.
But I think it's a own personal style that you're trying to go for. Nothing wrong with it. I think for my own like photos, like I go for more like saturated photos. I believe in more natural colors. But for you, like you have a certain style to it. So nothing wrong with it. It's just your own personal taste. I still appreciate your photos and
thank you.
and I have my own taste as well. So I do whatever I do, you think is correct. So you do you think it's correct. So besides photo taking, right, you don't really do much like exploration on your own or just enjoy being a tourist without taking out the camera and just taking out the moment. Take the photos of the moments.
Okay, so there was one time recently I went to London, UK in it was a school trip. Then so basically I learned my lesson. I tell myself, okay, let's not take out the cameras anymore. And actually I was by myself, okay, because I think that time my group we said that we want to do our own things, like just a time for ourselves.
Okay.
After that we'll meet up for dinner or something. Yeah, so basically I actually do a solo walk. It wasn't in London, it was in England. It's at Preston.
Preston, okay.
Yeah, Preston is a what do you call that?
It's a small town area, right?
Yeah, it's a small town. What do you call that? It's like Perth like that.
Okay.
Semi something.
Suburban area?
Correct.
Yeah.
Suburban area, correct. So basically it's all the terrace house throughout the road. So I did a solo walk. I never touched my camera, I never bring my camera out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I just walked myself and I actually tracked down. I actually walked 14 km. But because it was winter, so that's why I managed to handle it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still take out my phone because my hand itchy, then just to take some photos of it But because why I told myself that, because that time when I was in Australia with my family again, I spent a lot of time taking photos and also take video. Yeah, and then after that I take my own photos and I take video. I take photo of my family. Then after that we have leave the place already. So I lost the experience there. I lost the moments there.
Yeah, because you're not exactly enjoying
Correct.
what the country has to offer to you.
Yes, correct.
So I think it's pretty it's a wasted opportunity
correct.
But besides all of this that you have traveled so far, right? Is there any like special moments in the country itself that has surprised you while you're traveling? Maybe like in terms of like culture shocks or whatever.
Culture shock. Oh yeah, it was in Japan.
Okay, so what about Japan?
So it's very funny. Okay, so basically that time we were buying the train tickets. Yeah, and then after that, it's like the machine like the Singapore machine, the ticket machine.
Okay.
So we actually there was a radio, not radio, there was an audio playing.
Okay.
It was a person speaking to us. Yeah.
Oh,
then
so okay.
they say that they say that we will pass you the tickets. I think the tickets was jammed or something. I can't remember already. Yeah. Then after that, let's say it's in Singapore
Okay.
When you stand at the ticket machine and the person said he's coming to hand over to you, right? What will you do? Will you face the ticket machine or will you face the counter side? You face the counter side.
Yeah, probably the counter
So we
side.
face the counter side. All of us face the counter side.
Okay.
Then we never realized the ticket machine at our back somebody opened the door and then
Aiyo.
come out. They just come out. Then they like looking for the people. Then we turn around. Then we got a shock. it was like we were expecting the person will like come from somewhere over to us and then pass to us, but we didn't expect the ticket machine, right?
It's just behind.
It's just behind.
technically.
So the person just open. It's basically like a ticket machine, a normal ordinary machine. Then the person at the back just open the door and just pass to us. So it's something like very surprising.
So it's almost automatic in some sense, lah.
No,
Because
the person really come out.
Wow.
Like it's like a small door here. So
Okay.
imagine from the perspective of the person passing the ticket. So the small door here, the ticket machine operating is here lah.
okay.
So I will just open the door, then I just pass to you through. Then I close the back the door.
Oh.
Just like that only.
This is like, you know, those pigeonholes.
Yeah, correct.
Just pass it to
Like those
you.
pigeonhole, yeah, correct. Like those small locker lah. You just open out, then you see the face come out, then they pass you, then close.
I mean, if I were you, I'll be shocked as well.
Yeah,
lah.
very shocked. Yeah, correct.
Wow, then that's one thing that surprised you, lah.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
I think one thing that surprised me was when I was in my polytechnic traveling, lah. So we went to Thailand. It was like for an ASEAN thing, lah. I don't know if you have seen my video on YouTube. So we went to Thailand. This Thailand trip was awesome, lah. Mainly
Okay.
because like I didn't spend a dime there. So we spent only for our own shopping, our own food, that kind of stuff. But in terms of accommodation, the flight, everything is all free. So just need to worry about your own shopping, your own needs and everything. I went there. There was one fine day we were going onto like it's quite equivalent to our Sungai Bodo lah. So it's like those like mangrove area. There's like those
Yeah.
wooden path and
Yup.
everything. So we were cycling around those areas.
Oh, okay.
We saw a restaurant.
Okay.
So we went there and I wanted to just chill there. Me and a couple of my international friends. So it was ASEAN people. So we have like Malaysians, we have Filipinos, we have Indonesians, we have Cambodians, we have Vietnamese. So we have a good spectrum of like a variety of cultures here and there.
Wow.
We also got the Thais as well, but the Thais, of course, they know their own country the best lah. So I went inside the restaurant, right, with a couple of my international friends. I wanted to order a drink. I see the menu. I saw soda. I ordered soda. Then I ordered. You're laughing already. So when I ordered soda, right, I was thinking it's just normal like Coke soda,
Okay.
but it's actually alcoholic soda.
Oh my god. Wait, so alcoholic soda is basically it's also like sparkling also, right?
Yeah, it's like sparkling water,
Ah.
but it's soda flavor.
Oh.
So there's alcohol inside.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was
okay.
like, wasn't expecting alcohol. Then I was like, what the hell is this? And because my alcohol tolerance is quite bad lah.
Same. Yeah.
So I didn't appreciate it and I just like left it there.
Oh my god.
So it was wasted.
Then your friends got drink for you or something?
No, they're all Muslims.
Oh, no wonder.
So I think
Okay,
there was like
wow.
I think there's like a few Muslims with me, and there's like one Thai person, one Thai with me. So like nobody wanted to drink that. Then I was like, let's just leave it there. Lor. I
Wow.
feel it's a way wasted also.
Then you got no drink nah? You never
I-
ordered another drink
I never ordered a drink.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just like a chilled drink
Chilled
lah.
drink lah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I had my
okay.
own water bottle back there, if I
Okay.
recall correctly. It's just that I wanted to have a chilled drink to relax
Yeah.
by the restaurant while we like
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
after your cycle everything, right?
recycling
Yeah.
around. So we cycled for like 1 good hour lor.
Mm.
Because rest of them, right, they were enjoying the floating boat market. But we
okay.
didn't. We
Wow.
just want to cycle around, enjoy like the neighborhood, that kind of stuff, and to really see the rural area better. So I thought that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
And we are actually the only ones that cycle around.
Okay.
So we really got to see the authentic Thailand itself in terms of the rural areas that I wanted lah. Because like when I go to a country, right, I don't just want to go to a touristy area. I want to see like what the country has to offer lah.
Okay.
Whether that's shady or not is a different story to talk about. But I think it's always nice to like really appreciate what the country really has to offer in both spectrums
Yep.
of scale. So when I really went to cycle and just enjoy the neighborhoods, the kampong areas especially, I think it was so cool to see all of this like taking shape, like people just living their own lives. And we're just like cycling down the wooden paths and just enjoying the views and just seeing what they're doing in the normal daily life. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed that the most
Okay.
during the entire Thailand trip lah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Okay
That,
lah.
that was when
That was when 2016.
Oh, recently only lah.
How is that
Eh?
recent?
2016.
So it was 6 years
yeah,
ago.
6 years ago lah. But to me, it's still quite recent. I don't
Okay
know.
lah. To be fair, it's still pretty recent lah. Yeah. So I mean the video is on my own YouTube channel. I mean there was a portion of it where it was just cycling. Also that was the
Okay.
part that I was enjoying the cycling moments lah. So that was one of it lor. Yeah. I think I still have more stories lah, but we are running out of time for the first part, so
Correct.
we will take a little quick break, and
Okay.
after that we will talk more about traveling in the second part of this episode. See you guys. Welcome back. In the previous part, we were talking more about the traveling aspect of our stories in terms of our memories and how we are traveling back then. So now that the COVID is a thing, I mean, it's still a thing anyway. And now that we are reaching, I think most countries especially is reaching its endemic stage in terms of COVID itself. So traveling now, it's making waves back in terms of we are able to travel, and now we are able to really enjoy different countries already. Just that now ticket prices is still questionable.
Yep.
Yeah, especially remember back then the VTL thing.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So VTL was like
What?
close to 3 times as much money. I spent it. I know how expensive it is,
Wow,
and
yeah.
it wasn't fun. Yeah, but now that countries are opening up, VTL is not needed. Can just travel through a regular flight, and there's no problems at all. And some countries don't even do quarantines anymore. That's even better. But when back then there was the circuit breaker, there was the different phases of whatever restrictions there was in Singapore at least. Do you still remember that time, like how Singapore was affected by COVID especially?
Yeah, I think that last time during the circuit breaker time, it was very hard for a lot of people lah. Especially, I think the tourism board, I think it hit them really very hard. Yeah. So, but then I see that they didn't give up. Those people working in the tourism board, they actually look for another way of doing business. Because obviously they have to do all this because they need to survive lah.
Okay.
We still need to eat lah. I mean, then in order to do that, they have to think of solutions. They have to think out of the box. Like instead of renting the rooms for guests, how about rent the rooms for people to work lah, to use the place to work.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
I've seen some of them now.
Yes, correct. Yeah, and also for quarantine places.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I think they didn't let this COVID hit them. So if there's one big problem, right, they're able to solve it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, correct. And then when the government start to open up, right, then they start to implement safety measures, the kind of thing. Yeah, and also I can see like they really put a lot of effort.
Yeah, definitely they have done a lot of
They
things.
they've done a lot of things to ensure everyone is safe. Yeah, correct. I mean that is something because honestly I know there are some companies when they have a very huge problem they
What do you mean by that?
they just totally give up. They don't think of
Oh,
solution.
yeah,
They
that's
don't
true.
think. And then I mean the one is up to you as a person but from what I see from the tourism industry, they really think, yeah, most of them is think out of the box. It's like something that you never thought of.
These they don't adapt to the problems that
correct.
is facing lah.
Yes.
So it's like I don't blame them because some of them may feel that it's too much hassle, especially when it comes to technology. So it's like one of the biggest problems that the F&B industry back then they faced, right? Especially for hawkers. You
correct.
see, quite a few of hawkers here and there did not implement the whole digital payment system. So it's like not because they don't think it's bad, they just find it a hassle because they want to actually collect their own cash physically. So
Yeah.
whenever I go out to eat, right, this digital payment can become a factor now because as youngsters, right, especially for us, right, we don't want to carry too much cash.
Yeah, correct.
We prefer to have things under our own control.
Yep.
So that's just speaking for the both of us lah. So not speaking for the entire population there.
Yep, correct.
But most of my friends, we prefer to pay digitally. We like pay from like GrabPay
Yeah.
lah, those PayNow, PayLah, or
Yeah,
whatever pay.
correct.
So it's like it's so much more convenient and don't need to find an ATM just to pay for this. There's other payment systems as well, like Apple Pay,
So
Samsung
you just
Pay.
stated a lot of brands, so okay.
Yes, please, yes, sponsor. We would love to talk about you, but just
Yeah.
gonna keep it that way. But it's in like all of this are a big factor when it comes to our eating choices lah.
Yeah.
Also when it comes to shopping as well. So all of this have become a thing lah for the past like 2 years especially. So digital payments is a thing, especially for online shopping as well. So like Lazada, Shopee, yeah. So it became a thing and it became more widespread lah.
Yes, correct.
So all of this, like I'm very thankful that all of this is becoming more and more like easy for us to make payments and all of that. But speaking back into hotels, right? So they have to innovate.
Yes, innovate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the word. I just cannot think of the word. It's like innovate. I just like spend like 10 sentences to describe one word.
Okay, so yes, they have to innovate,
Yeah.
and if they don't keep up with the times, they'll be left behind lah.
Yes,
So-
correct. Yeah, you basically summarize what I want to say.
But speaking of hotels, right? So have you been to any staycations in Singapore, especially during the pandemic phase?
Yeah, I actually, my family, we went for a staycation.
Okay, cool.
It's somewhere around Clarke Quay
So-
area. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So basically, it's just a holiday lah. Then after that, we went because Clarke Quay, that side got a lot of other restaurant and cafe. So my family actually went around there. After that, we also went to Gardens by the Bay.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Gardens by the Bay.
Yeah, but then but our hotel is in Clarke Quay lah. Yeah, so
Still near.
yeah, but that time because I think the main thing is we just want to enjoy lah.
So
It's
you
more like a holiday, a relax.
got it. So
Yeah.
when you purchase for like the hotel and the Gardens by the Bay, I'm assuming that you spend it through the Rediscover vouchers, right?
Yes, correct.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
like,
correct.
yeah. So even for me, right, when I was using my Rediscover vouchers, right, I was using it for Gardens by the Bay, for Snow City, and as well as a Sea Aquarium. So it's like without the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, I won't go there one.
Yes.
Not because like they are not good. It's
Yeah,
just that
yeah.
I wouldn't go as a local
Mm.
because I don't see a need to it.
Mm.
But now that this Rediscover vouchers has really become a thing, right? And we had the chance to use it last year. I had the chance to really explore Singapore.
Yes.
And my perception of Singapore has kind of changed.
Mm.
And it has proven to me that there are things to see in Singapore.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we're still a tiny island, just that
yeah.
there are things to see if you are willing to explore. Yeah, because if I ask any regular Singaporean out there, they probably tell me, Singapore nothing one, go other countries. But there are so many things, there's so many hidden gems.
Yeah.
Whether it's food, whether it's attractions, whether it's just, I don't know, shopping
Yeah.
or whatever, there is something for you to do. If you say there's nothing to do, you're probably not looking around. Unless you can really prove it to me that you have really
Yeah.
been to everywhere.
Correct. Actually, now also of the MRTs the
Oh, yeah,
Thomson
that's
line
true.
already. And then I think it's more convenient, especially at this Springleaf station.
Yeah, I went there with one of my friends recently. So there was like one whole street
Yes.
shop
A
shop
lot.
houses.
Yes, a lot. Yeah.
There's quite a bit of good food here
Yeah,
and there.
the prata, and then the prata is the main thing lah.
I went there for the Yong Tau Foo though.
Yeah, Yong Tau Foo also, yes. Then the Bak Kut Teh. The
Oh,
Bak Kut
Bak
Teh.
Kut Teh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's one whole stretch there.
So Chansing, if you're listening to this, yeah.
But today we like stay a lot of brands.
A lot of brands today. Brands, are you listening? You can email me. I'll be
Yeah.
happy to collaborate with you. So yeah, I mean the opening of Thomson, like it has really helped us to appreciate Singapore way
Yes.
more now.
Correct.
Because there's so much more things to see. There's so much more places that we are able to access more easily now.
Yeah,
Because especially like the whole Thomson area, right?
yeah.
Back then, it was just so difficult to go there. Because if you want to go there, right, you have to access there through a bus, and God knows how long a bus
Yes.
is accessible
Yeah,
through lah.
correct.
Then the frequency of it is just terrible, and usually those buses are those long distance buses. It's not like feeder buses; it's just around the neighborhood and kind.
Yeah, correct.
So it was very troublesome, and I hate going there. And now there's this Thomson East Coast line. God save us all!
Yeah.
It's
Correct.
so much more easier, and
Yeah.
I'm so thankful to go there.
Not just
now.
the Thomson, I think the downtown line. I mean, if you talk about cafes, that kind of thing, like or parks. I think Beauty World that side also have, right?
Honestly, right, this is just me lah. I don't know if you agree with me.
Okay.
I feel that I feel that downtown line is the rich people's line. Especially if you go from the Bukit Panjang all the way
Yeah,
to
actually, you're technically not
from
wrong.
Bukit Panjang all the way to Botanical Gardens, right? The whole stretch is just rich people area.
Yeah, correct. It's a rich people line.
And then Thomson line is like a bit lah, but it's still
Yeah.
more like it's more rustic, I feel.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct.
There's more things to see, lor.
Yeah.
So besides that, right, what have you been doing when you can't go to overseas?
Okay. So like I mentioned, you know that I take a lot of photos, right?
Yes, correct,
There
of
was
course.
a period, right? Whenever I go, right, I'll bring my camera out.
Even now?
Actually, now I didn't really lah. That was
Okay.
last time because first there was a period like that time I went swimming. Yeah, but I didn't take photos at swimming pool lah. Like after the swim lah, I went to the hawker center and then I go around and take photos. Yeah, and then sometimes at the park. I usually take at night because that's after work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then I will always try to see when I see anyone cycle, then I'll just take a photo. Yeah, and talk about parks someone cycle, someone walk around, or someone walk under the lamp. The street lamp.
Yeah.
Then it's just nice. And then there was also the hawker center part. I actually went to take some photos of the people working there. Yeah, especially the cleaners. So how do you tell the hawker center is taken during the pandemic? It's basically the net, the orange net.
The orange net, yes.
So if you see orange net, you know that was like maybe 2020 or 2021.
Not just that, but also the cross sign.
Yes, correct. Yeah, the barrel, everything. Yeah. So example, if you want to do a film, about travel back time or this, people when the story shows that if the person travel back time, then they show the newspaper, right? That what year they are. I think the director can just use hawker center as a scene. Like they just show. Imagine the origin story is year 3000, then the person travel back to 2021.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, then
It's easy. It's
the
easy.
person land on hawker center, then he's like, what's happening, man? Or the person travel to the future, right, from year 2000 to 2021.
Okay.
People always imagine 2021 is like very futuristic, but actually the reality is got all these orange
Oh,
barrel.
yeah.
Then because that visual shows that it's 2021 already or 2020 the period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very
That's just one
special
idea.
timeline.
Yeah, correct.
It's
Yeah,
a very
special timeline.
special timeline.
Yeah, something unique.
Yeah, it's something unique. And
Yeah.
I've seen the photos that you have posted. It looks like apocalypse. It's really that green, but at the same time, like I really can't believe all of this happened last year, or at least like early this year.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and I can't believe now we are out of the woods, and now everything is so much more convenient in terms of
Yeah.
eating out, going
Yes.
out, and with friends and everything.
Yeah.
And now that we can even just not use mask outside,
Yes.
that
correct.
makes a lot of difference.
Yeah. I normally when I go home right from MRT, I live near the MRT
Yeah.
So normally I can actually walk through a lot of shopping centers and then exit from the other side of shopping center. Then it sort of reached my house already.
Oh, remember safe entry?
So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. So because of safe entry, right, I didn't walk through the shopping centers underground.
Oh yeah.
So actually Woodlands, I live around Woodlands. So basically, that time, so they have Wood Square already. So Wood Square and Causeway Point, they are actually sort of connected already.
Yeah, the underground thing.
Underground thing
right?
already. Yeah. So by that time, because there was a check-in thing, so it's so troublesome. So I didn't choose to walk there. So I have to take the outdoor route lah.
So you always walk around the perimeter of it. lah.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So
I
actually,
mean that's
it's,
normal lah.
It's
yeah.
very convenient. So it's more convenient.
I agree with you. I always walk around the perimeter. I really hate going through shopping malls just to do a shortcut.
Yeah. Then like I think that in Serangoon next their check-in point is basically you have to walk zigzag.
Yes,
So
correct. I
left,
still
right,
remember.
left, right.
It's
Wow, that
stupid.
one is-
It's stupid. Yeah, it's.
I mean, yeah, for it's basically it's a benefit lah. I mean, how to say it's for safety measure lah. But yeah, we have to do something about it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, to
it-
control the crowd and stuff.
correct. It have made me took shortcuts for granted. It's like I would travel A to B 5 minutes. Now last time I would take 10 minutes just to travel to
Yeah.
there, just because of all the stupid safe entries that
Yeah,
already.
correct.
But
no
I mean,
choice lah. Yeah, have to think.
I'm not shitting on safe entries. I think it's a good way to really keep us safe. It's just that I really took all this for granted in terms of like taking shortcuts and able to get to my destination quickly. But now that we can actually do that, it just feels like normal anyway. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So now everything is just so much better in terms of restrictions, and now we are able to breathe a little bit more. But with that, speaking about traveling again, what are you looking forward to most now that traveling is a thing and restrictions is getting lesser and lesser now? What I was looking forward to is because I've traveled overseas already once, so I've been to KL. I have to make a bunch of paperwork. Yeah, I mean now it's different really lah. Back then, where before Singapore and Malaysia announces that, oh, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do documents, especially for entering Malaysia, where you need to do a whole bunch of documents before going in and everything else, right? Need to get approval and need to do your decoration and everything. I mean now still need to do, but now is like just decorations is enough already. But you don't need to do your PCR test and everything. So I'm looking forward to not do all of this already. The last thing that we're left in the hurdle is just decorations. So I'm looking forward to not to do that anymore. I'm looking forward to less restrictions.
Walk in.
Just walk in only.
Just go through the immigration and then okay, I'm out already.
Yeah, but okay, technically yes, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, okay.
You see? So when I was walking through the immigrations for Singapore, right? They'll ask me, oh, have you done your travel declaration for tracing app for Malaysia? So I said yes. Then you have to prove it to them that you have done it. So you have to show them the application that you can go through and everything. When I was there, going to like shopping malls, attractions and everything, just show your risk status like, oh, are you in low risk or high risk? If you are low risk, you just go in. If you high risk, then you probably can't go in. But it's technically still scanning, but it's not scanning, question mark. So that's the only difference in terms of like going to like places of interest and here and there. So other than that, I think it was really convenient to go overseas, and I really wish it's more convenient. So for example, like getting the mask as optional now, because in Malaysia, yes, it's optional. In Singapore, yes, it's optional, but indoors wise, it's not optional yet. So I really wish that things like this will become more and more normal. It's easy for us to like have a choice. You see like countries, especially in the West, the UK, especially US, where mask is like, what is mask? So I really wish we can work towards that. But of course, like as Asians, we are pretty scared lah, pretty scared to die lah. So I mean, that is a dream that we can all work towards with. So with that, right? How about you? Are we looking forward to go overseas soon?
Yeah, of course. So
plans?
actually, just now you were asking what I look forward to, right? Basically, it's to take photos lah. Actually, I was hoping I can go Taiwan, or Korea, and then maybe the Europe side lah. Yeah, basically is to experience the weather, and then also take nice photos lah. And also of course experience the culture and stuff lah.
Of course.
Yeah. So basically and actually I would rather wait a while more lah for the pandemic to really settle down even further. Then I start to travel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So and then that's why I haven't traveled yet.
You're the rare person who haven't traveled yet. A lot of people.
I know a lot of people travel. I haven't.
Especially Malaysia. That time the Labor Day weekend, everybody just
go there. Yeah, correct.
Just keep going only. Then I saw the news. It's like 500,000 people went to Malaysia that weekend or something.
Yeah, correct.
I don't know. I have to see and put an editor's note there lah. But I know there's a lot of people who went Malaysia during that whole weekend. So many Singaporeans were so travel deprived. And then I'm just there laughing because I was at KL.
So basically, I really hope I can travel lah.
But I'm traveling to Indonesia soon also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm traveling Medan area.
Oh, Medan. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been there before.
I got some uni classmates there from there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Medan. It's the Hokkien. Mostly they're Hokkien people, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I will find out when
I find out first before you add this to the video.
Okay, but I will be traveling to there, but I'll be taking like a 4 to 5 hours car journey to Lake Toba.
Oh, okay.
So this is a very nice like lake there, so I wanted to really go there and take photos also.
Okay.
So like I'm really looking forward to that as well. And it's Indonesia, so I haven't been to Indonesia since that time I was with Wilson and a couple of like our poly classmates.
Okay.
I think you still remember Wilson.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So Wilson, if you're listening to this, hi.
Yes. Yeah. I want to ask your life as an art director is how?
Listen to the episode.
I listened to his podcast.
Oh
I listened. Like I remember he say what you must know your thing very well. Yeah, when you art director, you must know your thing very well. already.
Yeah, so yeah, just listen to that episode
Yeah,
if you're
correct.
interested in being an art director. But anyway, yes, so we been to Indonesia and that was like 2016 again. 16 or 15, I can't remember which year exactly really. It's been quite a while lah.
Mm.
So I can't wait to be a millionaire there. Okay, I'm not laughing, but
Okay.
I think I really can't wait to experience different cultures here and there. And Indonesia is just one of them,
Yeah,
basically. So is there anything else that you are looking forward to when you're traveling overseas?
Yeah, so another thing is I want to visit countries that are very, very cold. So
Okay.
I'm talking about like Harbin. Which is in China.
Okay,
Yeah,
tell me more
I
about
think
that.
the coldest they went, it was negative 50.
What?
Yeah,
Negative what?
I really want to go and find out how cold is it, Yeah, so and then they actually have ice sculpture there. One of the attraction. Yeah, I want to take a look also.
I mean, if you are
Yeah.
not scared of cold, go to Snow City is a good experience
No,
also,
Snow
right?
City, I think only 0 degree. I want to go even colder. But that time I told my lecturer, I said I want to go to these kind of countries. He said you crazy or what? Then after that he said you have to be very careful. Last time when he went to this, I think Germany, it was like 5 degrees. Then his nose start to bleed.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, and then I think my parents also told me lah. You say that you have to also watch out your ear and your nose because it's very, very cold.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's why you have to go and do your research, and then like go and like train yourself. Go to start from like maybe like basically in China, if you go to the north, I think if you go even further north, right, I think it gets colder and colder.
Yeah.
Like Beijing is around, I think coldest can go around.
It's like going into the Russia side already, right?
yeah, correct.
Yeah, Russia side,
correct.
okay.
1 to 2 degrees like that.
Ah.
Yeah, then you basically train yourself lah. Then after that, slowly you adapt to the cold weather.
Okay, I tell you how to train yourself.
Yeah, how?
You stick your face into the fridge. Confirm can train me from there.
I think I go to like some supermarket. They have some supermarket. The storage room. I think can train it.
Yeah, just go later.
Yeah.
Later we go for lunch. You can do that.
I can. yeah. I just there's something in my mind and then I go and watch some videos. Basically in cold weather countries.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I also want to see how they really adapt the life.
Yeah, I think it's just fascinating as
Yeah.
well. So I think one thing you can prep is to really just watch a lot of documentaries,
Yes,
especially.
correct.
Because those you can really get into the slice of life of how they really experience the
Yeah.
cold winter, especially.
Yeah,
And
correct.
you're going during the winter timing, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
sorry.
good luck to you.
Okay.
Good luck.
yeah.
I mean, if you can withstand the weather, then that's good for you lah. But I think there will be so much more than just the weather also.
Yeah lah, of course. Yeah.
I think you'll see a lot of like culture, especially.
yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. Just send me photos once you're
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
We've come to the end of this episode. I think that's what we have to really
Yeah.
say for this this topic itself. And thank you so much for watching this season of the Lim Kopi podcast. Very, very thankful that we have reached the end of season 2 and we are going forward to the 3rd season very soon. So stay tuned for that. And for yourself, do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, so I just want to thank you, Kok Hao, for asking me over, and thank you for the coffee. Yeah,
Yes.
I think this podcast, we actually talk about it like since when?
I don't know, man.
I think
God
last year
knows
until
when. Okay, but to be
Yeah.
fair, you're quite busy. So
Yeah, I
I'm
was
also
very
quite
busy.
busy with my
Yeah,
own stuff
correct.
as well. So
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to churn out content
Yeah.
for the Lim Kopi podcast. So to go through 2 seasons of this is a miracle already now. So now we are going to 3rd season. Things I think will be much more easy and more smoother from there. But do you have anything that you want to like plug out or anything else?
Yeah, so I just wish everyone to stay safe out there lah. And then also, if you want to follow my Instagram, please follow. Yeah,
Yes,
I think
please.
Kok Hao will place the link at the bottom or something.
Yes, the
Yeah.
motion graphics will come up.
Yeah,
and-
Wizard Sam. Yeah, if you're listening, it's Wizard Sam.
Oh, that's your photography account.
That's my photography
Do
account.
you want to share your food photography as well?
Yeah, actually my food photography account is in my bio lah. Samuel Lam 96 also.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so it's all there also.
So do follow Samuel
Yeah.
in both of his Instagram bios, and I think you really fascinated by his food photography and street photography, all these like things that I have been talking about. Some of the photos I think you'll be up on the episode as well, right?
Yeah, you will
Yes.
find right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let me know. I will
Yeah,
put it up
can,
accordingly from
okay.
there. So, if you're watching the video version of this podcast, you'll be treated to some of the photos that he has been talking about in the episode, and it will be in the video itself. If you are not, please go and check out the video versions, and not just for this episode, but as well as for the other episodes as well. Do check out the Lim Kopi podcast on Instagram and as well as Spotify and YouTube as well. Thank you so much, Samuel, for joining me for this episode.
Thank you, Kok Hao, for having me also.
No problem.
Yeah,
Let's go and have lunch after this.
Yes, sure.
Okay, we'll come to the end of this episode of the Lim Kopi podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And my name is Kok Hao.
And my name is Samuel.
And I will see you all in the next episode, or at least in the next season of the Lim Kopi podcast. See you all.